Okay, hey everyone, I'm here today to do a review on the Anastasia Shadow Couture World Traveler palette. I just got it a couple days ago and so far I'm really liking it. It comes in this cardboard box that just has a picture of the palette on the back. This is the actual palette. It's like a plastic-y kind of outside with a magnetic closure, and then when you open it up you have a mirror, and then you have the 12 shades of shadow, and also it comes with a double-ended brush. The brush has a fluffy brush on one end and a stiff, I don't really know what kind of brush this is, honestly. I use it for like placement because it's flatter and it's really dense. I don't really like the blending brush just because of how not dense it is. Like it's just flops around on the eyelid. The palette comes with 4 matte shades, 3 satin shades, 2 relatively sparkly shades, and 3 that are like really blow your mind metallic. So I'm going to go through swatches of all of them. First we have Soft Peach, which is pretty standard peachy color. Next is Morocco, which is a matte medium reddish brown. Next is Heirloom, which is a dark purple with pink sparkles. You can probably get a better idea of what it is from what is on the pad of my finger. Next is Bellini, which is a satin finish, bronzy color. Next is Pink Champagne, which is my favorite shade in the palette. It's just really sparkly, and I love it so much. Oh my god. On my lid I have Pink Champagne and a couple other shades. Next is Spoiled, which is pretty similar to Bellini over here, but just a little less orange. Next is Fudge, which is a dark matte brown. I'm wearing it as my brow shade. Azure is a pretty blue with a really reflective finish. Next is Intense Gaze, which is kind of a darker pink shade with a satin finish. Next is Metallic, which is my second favorite shade. It is a very metallic gold. And Noir is just a really good matte deep black. Alright, last is Chic, and it is that bottom silver color. As far as the quality of these shadows, they are all very pigmented and smooth. I've never owned Anastasia shadows before and I'm very satisfied. I feel like the standouts of this palette are the shimmery shades, Pink Champagne, Metallic, and Chic. They are all incredibly glittery and possibly the best shimmery eyeshadows I've ever used. The palette retails for $30. If you break it up, that's $2.50 per shade of eyeshadow. Plus it comes with a brush, so I mean even less than $2.50 per shade. This palette is probably a very good palette to travel with. If you want to bring a small amount of makeup to one place, this is probably a good palette because it has a load of neutrals but a couple pops of color to spice things up a bit. It includes a black, which is very good. I mean, for some it might not be such a good thing because every palette has a black, so who needs another black? But if you do want to travel with this palette, it is pretty useful. My one complaint is that this palette doesn't have like a good highlight shade because I find that Soft Peach is too orangey and dark to be a highlight, and Chic is just too shimmery. But if you use a light hand, you could maybe pull it off as a highlight. If you aren't incredibly fair, Soft Peach is also probably a good highlight, but I am very fair, so it doesn't work out so well for me. The shades also have good lasting power because, well, last night I slept with my eyeshadow on, and when I woke up it still looked almost as good as it had the night before. Overall, I'm very pleased with my purchase, and if I can still get the artist palette, I hope to be buying that soon too. So bye guys, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please subscribe, comment, like,